welcome back to my channel. This is Caitlin from Caitlin Plans, and I'm here with a catch-all spread that you didn't see me make because this turned into like a comedy of errors where I started the spread and then I ripped up half of the stickers because I didn't like it. And then I started the spread again, and then I ripped up half of the stickers because I didn't like it. And then I salvaged it into this like black cat themed spread, which isn't necessarily what I would have liked to have done for this like week. I was initially thinking I would do like this washi tape with like some cute little office supplies and some stickers out of blush in it. But that didn't work out for me, and this is what we ended up with. And you know, I'm not angry about it. I think it's a really cute spread. I really like the washi tape, which is the remnants of the original spread that I had on these pages, but because I didn't film a plan with me for it and we missed that video, I am going to do like an after the pen for this one, which I haven't done on my channel in a very long time. So come along with me for this week. Today is Sunday, so I am just filling out everything initially for the week, and then I'll try to check back in like every day or every other day and get this all set up, walk you through my planning process on this one. I'm going to go ahead and take this off the discs and we will get started. So this initial sweep is going to be just filling in the boxes essentially, and that's what I do on Sundays, is just get everything set up in the time slots that it needs to be. So we're going to start here on Monday. I have Pure Barre class, and then I have my rent that is due, you know, that's due every first. So I'm going to get that just written into Monday. Not a very exciting day, and I don't know, I'm not feeling 100% today, so I just don't know if I want to go to Pure Barre tomorrow. Maybe I'll just let myself rest a little bit longer and reschedule that to later in the week. I will have to make that decision. And I've actually already paid my rent for the month, and it's already been taken out of my account. Sad moment there. But the box is there just as a reminder, and it's done. Done with that. We can move on with the month now. Then I have Tuesday to get set up. I have this checklist, which I don't have anything specifically that needs to go in that checklist just yet, but I will save that for when I start filling this out. And I don't have a checklist on Monday, so if I have stuff that needs to get done tomorrow, I can also put it on the Tuesday list. On Tuesday, I have to pop into work during the afternoon. I think it's afternoon, so I'm going to fill out my work shift down here in this bottom box. I'm also supposed to be receiving, okay, it was morning to afternoon. I'm also supposed to be receiving an email on Tuesday that I'm getting kind of anxious about, like about some news. So I gotta think on this. I don't know. I really don't want to go into work that day because I'm going to be waiting for this email. And like full transparency, I applied for a job. I've been interviewing for a job. They're supposed to have a decision for me by Tuesday. So I'm waiting on that email on Tuesday, and I don't want to be like at my part-time retail job, like waiting around for this email all day, but it's fine. I will figure that out. And then Wednesday, I have this box here. Our minor league hockey team is going to the playoffs. I think it's first round of the playoffs too. But we have tickets to go see one of their playoff games. So I am going to put that into this larger box right here. I don't know if my boyfriend and I are going to be going out to dinner or anything before that. We're trying to save money right now, but we have hockey tickets, which is a pretty exciting thing to do on a Wednesday night because Wednesday nights are typically pretty boring. So that's going to go in this box right here. And speaking of playoff hockey games, we are following the Rangers, who I think are playing in their Game 7 on Monday night. So that's probably what I'll be doing on Monday night after I get back from Pure Barre. I don't know what time that game is at. I'll probably mark it in the planner once I figure out the timing on that. But for this first half of the week, this is kind of what we've got. And then I'm going to flip over to here. Thursday is an empty day. And then I put all of these boxes on Friday. So I had a lot of intentions with the boxes on Friday. The first box I put there was for the JoJo's Pretty Paper Shop release, except it was last Friday. I didn't realize that I had the dates all wrong. So I don't actually need that box right there. I'm going to leave it there just in case something does come up, but honestly, that's not a bad box to peel up and then have this middle row like free. So the box is going to live there for now in case I have stuff come up on Friday. Then I put this one here for work, which that's still happening, so I'm going to put that into that box. And then I had plans with a coworker, I think not last week, but the week before that we did a rain check for, and I think he had mentioned this Friday we were going to go out for drinks, but I don't know if that's actually going to happen. So I put that box there, and I'm not going to write in it because I need to figure that out before I actually commit to it in the planner. Probably should confirm that with the person I have plans with before I just like unilaterally just say, okay, it's on Friday night. I'm picking the time, I'm picking the place, I'm putting it in my planner, and you just have to show up. And then I work on Saturday, so that's what this box right here is for. All of those boxes are filled in. I'm also going to go in and add in 1 or 2 more boxes for post office trips because I need to do that this week. I know I need to go on Monday because today is Sunday and I'm working on orders, so they'll need to be dropped off tomorrow. For that, I'm grabbing the Mojo Jojo Plans Black Boxes and More, and I also grabbed this sheet from Alicia Michelle that's shipping. I have had those in my stash for a while, and since we're doing a black and white theme, I feel like that might be nice to have in here. I'm going to grab... I could do bullet points to mark off post office runs, or I could just do this layered with one of these ones. I know there's like a sticker that says shipping day, which I could do that, but I wanted to use the tiny little envelopes because they're so cute. I just don't know how I would layer these so that I'll have enough space to write post office and then enough like room to have the little decorative sticker, which they're adorable little like shipping labels. Could like layer like this is kind of what I was thinking. It blocks out the Pure Bar thing a little bit, but if I do this, could also take some more of these little gold headers and just like put to do on them and then have post office written underneath them. That's kind of what I'm thinking might be the best plan. Those little gold headers came out of the black and white sticker book. So let's flip to that sheet and hope we have enough in this copy of the sticker book. It's an older book, but it's nice for those like black and white spreads. Yeah, we have enough to finish off this week with that. I'm going to take one of these and I'm going to place it up here at the top of Monday, which this is kind of a priority for Monday is getting orders dropped off. So I think this is nice. I'm going to put this little shipping label with it. I'm grabbing, according to Allie's to-do stickers. I'm not going with today because I don't want them to be the exact same as where I have the to-do lists labeled, which, you know, in retrospect, I should have flipped them and had these ones be to-do and then this one be today, but that's totally fine. So that's going to be a to-do, and then I'm going to write drop Etsy orders off at post office. And that's pretty much what tomorrow's schedule is looking like. I'll make a decision tomorrow if I don't end up wanting to go to that. And then if I need extra like writing room, there's some down here at the bottom. But I think I'm going to call it a day and then check in with you tomorrow. All right, I am back. It is Monday morning and I am going to just set up some to-do lists, kind of readjust some stuff, that kind of thing. So I already kind of have most of my commitments, the set in stone commitments filled in, but now it's more of the daily planning portion of the week. So I'm just going to start making the adjustments that I need to do, and then we will just move on with the day. So I decided I didn't want to go to this Pure Bar class tonight. I am just like not feeling up to it. Anxiety is kind of high right now because I'm supposed to be hearing back from that job by tomorrow. That's kind of going to be overshadowing me for the next like 48 hours, and I'm very stressed about it. It's definitely a job that I really, really want. I'm excited. I'm hopeful, but we will have to see how that goes. But I decided, you know, Pure Bar is just not in the cards for tonight. I'm going to find a rescheduled sticker to stick on that. I like to use these ones from According to Allie, and I have this sheet that says postponed, and I'm like, okay, should I maybe just use the postponed ones because that's what I have left on this sheet, or should I just use rescheduled? I moved it to Tuesday, and it's not canceled, so it's either rescheduled or postponed. Let's just go with postponed because I just moved it a little bit later in the week. It's not like I rescheduled it for another week altogether. And normally I would use postponed if something got like bumped back by a few hours or something like that. But for this, we're just going to go with postponed. I like to get these ones on the paper so that they'll cover up the text. I normally get my other headers on clear because I like to have, you know, the boxes or like a mild liner swatch behind them like show through. But for this, I want it to block out the text that is getting canceled or postponed. So I get these ones on paper. So that's postponed. Stanley Cup playoffs are going on tonight, and we're going to be watching the Rangers-Devils game, which is game 7 of the series. So should be a good one. I am going to put a box in there for that because that's kind of my big plan for tonight. I'm going to put it at the bottom, though, because I am hoping to run some errands before I go and, like, chill out for the night. I was just planning on going to Target and grabbing a few groceries, a few things that I need. So I'm going to take groceries from According to Allie. I do wish I had gotten these ones on clear, but it's fine. I'm not going to layer like a box behind it though. I'm just going to put groceries right here. It's going to go on top of that cat, but that's fine. I'll draw a little arrow and just write Target run. And whenever I go to the post office, then I will already be in the car, so I'll just make like the trip out to Target. I'm going to put the hockey game here in this box at the bottom of today. And that's kind of my completed Monday, so that's typically what a day in my planner starts looking like. Now I'm going to jump over to Tuesday real fast because I don't have a checklist on Monday, but I do have one on Tuesday, and I'm going to use that as kind of the landing place for the Monday to-dos and, well, some of the more major Monday to-dos, that kind of thing. So I need to pay utilities. They're not really due until the middle of the month, but I just want to get them done now and just have that finished up for the month. And then I need to send an invoice for a collab that I did with Plum Paper, and that's going to be the second one. I've been meaning to do that for a few days now, and I think I really need to get on that today. The other kind of like priority or thing that I've been wanting to do for a while that I'm hoping to get done either today or tomorrow is building this bookshelf that has been sitting in the box by the front door for like 2 weeks now. And it's supposed to go in the bedroom to hold like all of my headband, hair accessory, perfume, that kind of stuff, and I just have not put it together yet. So I think it should be an easy put together, and honestly, I could probably do it while I'm watching hockey tonight because it's not going to be too labor intensive. It might just be a little loud because I'm going to be using tools to put it together, but I want to get that done with. So that's going to be another one of the bullet points on Tuesday. I'm going to leave those last 2 bullet points open for things that actually need to get done on Tuesday, you know, like things that'll come up today that'll get pushed to tomorrow. But I will need another box for that rescheduled Pure Barre class. So going back into the Mojo Jojo Plans book, and I'm going to grab the exact same size box that I used for the one on Monday. This one is just going to go on Tuesday. I think I prefer the instructor that they have. Well, they're all very good instructors. However, I like the one that they have on Tuesday just because I like her music choice. I think that's the main reason that I like the Tuesday class. And that helps. You know, good music when you're working out is definitely nice. I'm going after work, though. So if the box for work isn't completely stuck in place, I'd like to flip-flop these just so it'll be a little bit more chronological. And if it's stuck in place, then I'll just deal with it being above it because it's kind of an add-on to the day anyway. But if I can make the day chronological, or like the column chronological, that tends to help. That seemed to work out all right. So now I'm going to flip-flop those boxes around, starting with the Pure Barre class down here at the bottom, and then this one that I've already written in is going to go above that. Pure Barre is going to go right there into that box. If things get added onto my schedule tomorrow, I have all that space up at the top to deal with that, but that's pretty much going to be today's fill-in. I'm going to go ahead and get on with it. Hello and welcome back. It is Tuesday morning, so I'm going to go ahead and start planning for today. I just left it on the table overnight. That's why nothing has really changed here. But I'm just going to get through today's stuff. So yesterday was the Rangers game. They lost. Oh well, it is what it is. It was also the Met Gala. I've been having a fun time looking at all the different outfits and stuff like that. I really do enjoy looking at the outfits. I tried to watch the live stream, but I think it's one of those things where I just like to look at the pictures afterward. I didn't end up running to Target or dropping off the Etsy orders. The Etsy orders are done and they have labels on them. They just need to go out today. I just was not feeling it yesterday. I was not feeling very well yesterday. But today is Tuesday, so we're going to just start with filling this out. So I have my checklist right here. I didn't do any of those, but I'm going to fill in those final 2 bullet points with things that can get done today. I'm hoping to get some of this stuff done this morning. I definitely need to reorder sticker paper today. I am running very low on sticker paper, and there was an issue with my shipment where they started returning it to the seller because they couldn't deliver it. I don't know why. It seems like there was something wrong with the label, but I have to reorder sticker paper today and just wait for them to refund me my other one. And then the other thing I have to do is just take out the trash because that's just a chore that needs to get done today. So that basically fills out today's to-do list, and then these 2 things are just sticking where they are because that's the schedule for today. I'm still waiting on that job email. They said they'd have it to me by today, so I keep checking my email. Super anxious yesterday, even more anxious this morning. But I just need to get through today, and I think honestly just being out of the apartment and not being able to check my email every 20 minutes might help me a little bit. It'll be nice to be around some like people and chat and not have to like keep fixating on the email thing. I'm going to go up to the top of Wednesday to this checklist that I have over there. And the thing that I want to do on Wednesday is film my catch-all plan with me so that I'll have one for Sunday. So that's going to be like up there on the list. Since I have most of the day off, I'm probably going to be working on Etsy orders, but I also need to just film some videos. So that's going to go up to the top. Oh, I'm also supposed to be getting an order in the mail today from the sticker party. They're my Taylor Swift Eras Tour stickers. Excited about that. I'm going to take one of these little bullet points out of the Mojo Jojo Plans book and stick that up at the top. And I think I should probably wait for my checklist writing to completely dry before I go back in, because I know it's going to smear Papermate Flair pen on these pages. It needs a little bit to just dry. But I'm going to leave that there so I can put my sticker party order arrives in there. I'm going to flip over here because in this box that I had originally put for JoJo's Pretty Paper Shop, that is not JoJo's Pretty Paper Shop because that was last Friday, I am going to put the According to Allie release. So it worked out perfectly fine that I have a box there. So According to Allie is having her May release on the 5th at 10 a.m. Central Time. I think it's 8 Pacific Standard Time. Lots of new stickers and 2 new notepads. Or I don't think she's had notepads before. She's had sticky notes, but she hasn't had notepads. So that's new to the shop, and they're really cute. I like the book-themed one. You can use my code Caitlin10 to save 10% off at According to Allie. I was one of her top reps last month, top affiliates, not reps. As one of her top affiliates, she's sending me all the stickers, which I'm very thankful for. So I really appreciate you using my affiliate link. It does help out the channel, and if I'm in that top 3, then I have more stickers to use and show off here on the channel. So I really appreciate you all helping me out in that way. So According to Allie release is going to go in this top box. Have not confirmed those plans yet, so that'll get written in once I confirm them. I think I'm going to confirm those today. I threw off my post office schedule a little bit because I normally go Mondays and Wednesdays and Fridays. But since I didn't get to go yesterday and I'm going to go today, then that means Wednesday's probably not that good. I'm going to take Wednesday to pack orders, and I will probably go on Thursday. So I'm going to set up a similar thing to what I did on Monday with that header out of black and white, and just use the Alicia Michelle stickers once again to indicate post office trip. I've gotten through the vast majority of the orders that I've had stacked up, but you know, things come in, so I have to keep on top of those. I'm going to put this one right here, and then I'll grab my Alicia Michelle sticker. I think they're still on the table. Yes, they are. Going with just one of the little shipping label ones. They're so cute. And that's going to live right here. It's going to overhang that punch, but I'll just repunch the page. Not the end of the world. A to-do sticker from According to Allie. And I'm going to fill it in the same way that I filled in Monday, so drop off Etsy orders at the post office. And I just completely smudged that According to Allie release sticker. I didn't know it was going to smudge if I put it on the box, but maybe I have like a little bit of lotion on my hands or something. Ugh, okay. I feel like I just need to give it a second to like dry. But this shouldn't happen. I don't know if you can really tell how smudgy it gets, but it gets like all over the place. Well, now that it's smudged, I should just deal with it and just continue to write. I'm going to have to be fine with the smudging. It's not the end of the world. It is what it is. It's a planner, and I'm writing with a pen that doesn't dry too fast. But I'm going to jump back up to Tuesday, and hopefully things are dry over here so that I can put my sticker party order in there. I think my JoJo's Pretty Paper Shop order that I ordered on Sunday already shipped, so that's fast. It'll probably come this week if that's the case, because we don't live too far away. But I don't know exactly when that's anticipated to come, so I'm going to wait to put in a bullet point for that until I like have some more shipping confirmation stuff on that. We have this little gap right here, but not everything needs to be filled in. If there's not plans, I don't need to stick plans there, you know? But I think that's pretty much going to be it for today's filling out the planner part. I mean, tomorrow morning, I'm going to just need to come back and fill in my checklist for the day, and then if I get like plans confirmed, I'll fill those out, but this is kind of where I'm leaving on Tuesday. So I'm going to go ahead and get on with my day. Please knock on wood. I'm going to knock on this fake wood tabletop. I'll probably find some real wood to knock on in a minute. But that this job thing goes well. I'm really, really hoping, and hopefully I'll have some news for you tomorrow. You're getting the whole roller coaster of emotions in this video. But this is kind of just a week in my life as well. Just told through the planner getting filled out. Hello and welcome back. It is Wednesday morning and I am going to get started on the daily planning for today, just popping this off of the discs. I planned out for next week yesterday, so I'm a little ahead of the game on that, although there's a bunch of stuff on the checklist that I haven't gotten to yet. So I'm just going to start by looking at the checklist from yesterday. And first of all, this sticker party order got delayed and they're not expecting it until next week. I don't know why. It seems to be in my city, but it got delayed. So I am going to just do a little arrow on that, and I'll use one of the according to Allie postponed stickers and just stick that right down there. Sad that it got delayed, but I don't actually need those stickers until June anyway, because my concert isn't until June. So this will be fine. I'm going to use my last postponed sticker, and then I can get this sheet out of my stash, which is a good feeling. I have not heard back from that job yet, and they told me I would hear either way, so I'm just kind of waiting. Been checking my email every 10-15 minutes for the last 48 hours. Definitely high anxiety right now. I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing. It feels like a bad thing, but I just have to wait and we will see. Fingers crossed, knock on fake wood tabletop, but it is what it is. I've done all that I can do, so I just need to wait at this point. So that got postponed, and then tried to pay my utilities. It kept bouncing back. It looks like their software is down, so I won't deal with that right now. And also I found out that it's not due until the 20th, so maybe I could wait a little bit on that. I'll leave the bullet point there just in case. The one of them's on auto pay, so that's already taken care of, but the other one that I need to manually pay is bouncing back for some reason, so whatever. That's kind of my top priority. The invoice is top priority for this morning. Building that bookshelf is just kind of one of those things that it'll get done when it gets done. I would like to have it taken care of. Probably will also need a power drill to screw it into the wall, and I don't have one of those, so maybe I need to wait until I can borrow my dad's power tools. I reordered sticker paper, and I also took out the trash, so those things I can check off. And then I filmed the catch-all plan with me as I had shown you, and now it's time to fill out my list for Wednesday. So I'm going to go ahead with these bullet points right here. I have a handful of things that I would like to do today, so responding to Etsy messages is number one. I want to finish my May goal setting because we're already in May and the goal setting is not done. Planner photos are up there on the list. And then I also want to start working on designs for my May release, which will happen a little bit later on in the month. But I've been reaching out to my rep team and asking them what they want to see. I have some good suggestions from my last design reveal where people commented what they wanted to see from the next release. So I'm hoping to start just sketching out some stuff today and maybe getting a feel for what the May collection is going to look like, but that's going to be my list for today. That's what my Wednesday list ended up looking like. I don't have any additional commitments today. It's mostly going to be just to get stuff done around here and work on sticker stuff today. I'm going to flip over to Thursday though. So we've got this checklist down here at the bottom. I'm still a little upset about the smudging on that according to Allie box, but nothing I can really do about that. I have been pushing off putting away this this whole basket of clothing that I had washed and dried and folded. I need to just put it away. So it's on my to-do list, but we're out of room over here, so I'm going to bump it to Thursday, and I'll probably take care of it today, and then that'll be one thing I can check off ahead of time. I think one of the other big things I want to do today while the lighting is good, because it's been rainy here, is really focusing on the photos. So I put lifestyle photo for Instagram up there because that's a separate kind of photo that I take for my Instagram. But I just need to take pictures of spreads today. So I'm going to grab a photos sticker or a picture sticker and put that right down here because that's going to be kind of one of the activities for today, I suppose. Some days I feel like my life is simultaneously super busy but not busy at all. I don't know. It just, every day is different, and I feel like I get a lot of stuff done, and at the same time I feel like I get nothing done. So maybe I need to make some changes, and hopefully if this job thing works out, then I will feel a little bit more productive and a little bit more on track with my life, because right now I just feel like I'm hanging out and just kind of doing what I want. And even though I am working and I'm working on the Etsy stuff, it's just I would like to have a full-time job at this point. So pictures is going to be there. I'm just going to do a little arrow that says take planner pictures. I have a whole list of spreads that have been just like needing to be photographed, so that's going to be on the docket for today. Very nice and filled in for this first half of the week. It doesn't always look like this. Sometimes I just end up with like empty boxes or empty space, but I feel like also when I'm filming these like after the pen videos, I feel a little more inclined to fill up the space. I don't always write this dense on there, but there's also a lot more decorative like full boxes in this spread, so I think it's, you know, it's a good spread. So this is the first half of the week. Now we're moving over to the second half of the week. This Thursday checklist is going to get filled out as I figure out what I need to be doing on Thursday. Thursday's a day off, and I just need to go to the post office. So essentially after that, it's just free reign on just getting stuff done. But Friday, which I put all these boxes here with like half tentative plans. So we figured out what was going on with that like release in the morning. It's not JoJo's release, it's Allie's release. And then I go to work, and then I'm going to go out and get drinks with a coworker after work. So I'm going to put that in this last box. I confirmed that, so it's all good to go into the planner. There's also a possibility that my sticker paper is going to arrive Friday or Saturday. I was having a lot of issues with it. It got returned to sender, so I ordered a bunch of sticker paper because I'm running low and I need to cut orders. Ordered it from the place I normally order it from. Got here, and then it got rerouted, and then it got rerouted, and then they sent it back to the sender, and I don't know why. They marked it as undeliverable. So that's an issue. But I replaced the order last night and had it shipped to my UPS box. Normally I just have it shipped to my like home. And I was like, okay, maybe the issue is that they're trying to send a heavy package to a residential area and they just don't want to deal with that. Because sometimes they'll redirect it to like a UPS access point because it's so heavy and they just don't want to drop it off. Which gets a little irritating because it's like I ordered it to my home for a reason so that I wouldn't have to go and drive and carry all the heavy boxes back to my home. But I know someone's got to do it, so whatever. But this time I specifically ordered it to my UPS box. I have a UPS like box that I use for like the address I put on all my return labels and stuff like that. So I ordered it to there. So hopefully I don't have any of the glitchy like redirects this time. I'll just have to go and like pick it up, and it's like 50 pounds of paper, but it should be fine. I'll have to deal with that if I want to get sticker paper in my hands again. Don't know when that's going to come in. I haven't gotten a shipping confirmation yet. Normally they're pretty fast, so I'm going to assume it's probably going to be here like Saturday or Monday. But in the case that it's Monday, I'm not going to write it in the planner. So gonna wait on that one. Other than that, I think that's basically all I need to fill in today. I am gonna go ahead and get started. Hello, I'm back. It is Thursday morning. Yesterday was a rough day. You know, my inkling that I was not going to get that job, it was right. I got a rejection email yesterday. It was a very kind rejection email, and you know, that happens. But I was still really upset about it because it was a job that I really, really wanted, and it was kind of like, I felt like I was perfect for the role. And they said as much, that it was, you know, a really hard decision. But I got to move on. Just a little disappointed. And this video is kind of turning into like this real talk, like this is my life kind of thing. But you know, it's difficult, and I thought I had a really good chance. It was the final stages of the interviewing process, so they went with someone else, and I need to get back to applying for jobs because, you know, I work retail and I don't have health insurance, so that's fun. But gonna get on with the planning. Maybe black cats probably weren't the luck that I needed for this week. In retrospect, that was probably a bad move. The black cats weren't the original plan, so maybe I jinxed myself there. But we're just gonna go on with it, you know? I'm not even a cat person. Why did I do cats this week? I'm gonna blame the cat spread for this one, but I'm just gonna get on with it. So I tried to keep myself pretty busy yesterday and just check off some stuff on my list. I needed to take the day and just like reset. But I managed to get a few things done around here. So the bookshelf is built. It just needs to be screwed into the wall, and I need a power drill with a right angle adapter, and I don't have power tools here or an adapter. So I'm probably going to text my dad and see what he has, and maybe then I can get it screwed into the wall. It's kind of barely hanging on the wall right now. It's like this weird, like, open shelving thing where it needs to screw in on the top. It's like supported by being attached to the top of the bookshelf. I don't know how to explain it, but it needs to be screwed in. It's not like a regular one where you can be like, okay, it can stand there. Because it can stand on its own, but it really needs to be screwed in. So I'm going to check off that because I did that. I filled out, or I sent that invoice I needed to. Still having issues with the online utilities portal, but it's not due until the 20th, so I'm going to let that one rest for a little bit. Etsy messages, I did that. Started working on a May design. I've been drawing some seahorses, which was a nice way to kind of wind down last night after the hockey game, which we lost. Again, the black cat's probably not the best thing. Very violent game last night. They're in the playoffs, and it's the third. So in minor league, they play 5 games in a series versus like the 7 that they play in NHL. So they're on game 3. It was split 1 game each team, and this was like the 3rd game, so kind of important game. Yeah, they were just like a lot of fighting on the rink last night. But they lost in overtime, and they gave it a good shot. So it is what it is. I won't be able to go to the next 2 playoff games for this series. The next one is going to be on Friday, and if they need the 5th one, it'll be on Saturday. And I'm working during both of the times, but my boyfriend has tickets, so he'll have to tell me how the series plays out. So I've been working on that May design. Once I finish it, I will check that off. I didn't get to the lifestyle photo for Instagram or May goal planning. I took like 1 or 2 planner photos, but didn't make my way through everything I wanted to take pictures of, so that's kind of going to be a today thing. Moving down to today's checklist, putting that folded clothing away, did not get around to that, did not feel like doing that. Really needed to take it easy yesterday, but that bookshelf is built, so I can like feel a little bit proud that that's done. I'm going to fill out today's checklist, and mostly that's going to be, I just need to get back into the job application process, so I'd like to send out an application today, responding to some emails, including that one that I received that said I did not get the job, but I would like to send like a nice follow-up and ask them if they would keep my resume on file, because it's an organization that I would really like to work for. And then I have to email some people back and just like thank them for various things, references, that kind of stuff. And then I wanted to film a flip through of my April dailies in my Plum Paper Daily Planner, because people seem to like those videos. I said I was going to film February, haven't gotten around to that yet. Maybe it'll be like a throwback video in like a couple weeks once I get back into the swing of things. But that's going to be pretty much today's checklist. I'm going to go ahead and fill that out. So basically today is just going to be one of those days where I continue to work on the job hunt thing, and then doing some social media stuff, and then I want to pack some orders this morning, drop those off at the post office this afternoon. Just kind of focus on those things around here. I don't know. I'm just going to continue to scroll LinkedIn and just check out all the museums and all the galleries and everything kind of around here, and just see if anything has an opening. And I'm just polishing up my resume and my cover letter and that kind of stuff. It's been a long process. But that's fine. That is part of the game. There's more people than there are jobs. So you just got to keep working on that. Didn't feel that way yesterday. I was very upset yesterday, but today I'm coming to terms with that. I just needed that day. But Friday, I'm going to go ahead and add in payday, because it's payday for my part-time retail job, which I always forget when the payday is, but I specifically checked my bank account last Friday because I'm like, oh, it's payday, but it wasn't. So it's got to be this Friday. I have some stickers from According to Allie that just say payday, and if I'm using all of these According to Allie hand-lettered words, I think they're going to look, it'll all match. I'm grabbing this sheet that's called work. I have these ones on paper, not on clear, but I think that's fine. I'm taking one that says payday, and I do have a lot of emails to send today, and in a perfect world, I would put one of these email stickers and then make a list of people I need to email. However, since I'm filming this video and I don't really want to give like everybody's names on camera that I'm emailing today, I'm not going to do that. And also I'm kind of out of space for the day, so that's fine. We'll do payday right here in that little empty spot. Looks good. And then down here, my sticker paper is supposed to be delivered. Fingers crossed that it will actually show up this time. I am still waiting on the refund from when it got returned to sender, or undeliverable. It wasn't my fault. I put all of my information in and somehow they were just not able to deliver it. So they got to refund me, but I'm just waiting for that. I'm putting another little bullet point down here from the Mojo Jojo Plans book, and I'm doing something similar to what I did on Tuesday, and I'm just going to write sticker paper expected to be, or sticker paper expected to arrive, that kind of thing. Tomorrow seems like a pretty packed day, but, you know, it seems like it'll be a good day, too. It'll be nice to, like, see people and just interact with people and just work through, you know, some of the letdown. But I'm thinking this is going to be it for today. I don't have anything that I need to put on my Saturday or Sunday checklist just yet. I'm going to try to get through today and tomorrow and just check off as many of those remaining tasks as I have. So the list that I just set up, which makes sense because I just set it up for today, these kind of straggler tasks from like Wednesday, so goal planning and some photos and working on sticker designs, and then the utilities thing, which kind of could go either way. And maybe after I get paid, might be a better time to pay that off. But I'm working on some new May designs. I am conceptualizing like a mini collection that's like under the sea themed for May, and then obviously some other stuff. But I'm working on like sea animals and like coral and that kind of stuff, which I'm having a fun time with. The seahorses are coming along pretty well, I would say. But I just got to get some designs done. I don't have a date exactly yet. I had one in mind, but I'm not sure if that's going to change or not. I need to start like making some designs before I can like say, okay, I know when my release is going to be. I'll have at least something. But this is going to be it for Thursday. I will probably see you Friday morning. I mean, tomorrow morning. Probably won't be able to add much to the planner because there's not really much to add on Friday. The day is kind of set in stone, but I'll probably check stuff off and just check in for a few minutes. But this is what we've got. I'm sorry that this took the turn of like just real life chat, but I think that's kind of the whole thing about these after the pen videos is just, this is a week in my life. And you know, I started filming this video with like the expectation that this was going to be a particularly great week in my life, and it has not been going that way. So it is what it is, but this is what I've got for Thursday. Good morning. It is Friday, and I am here to just plan in my planner. Today is kind of just already filled in because that's kind of already set in stone what I'm doing today. But I'm going to start by just going through my checklists and looking at everything that's not done. I don't know if I'm going to get to those utilities this week because they're not actually due for like another week or two. But if I don't do them now, then I'm going to forget. So I got to decide on that. But the portal has been acting kind of funky, and I'm just having a hard time like getting it to accept my like card for some reason. So that's going to just be one of those back burner tasks. Finish May design. I've been working on my like seahorses and under the sea stuff, but it's not done yet. I took that lifestyle photo for Instagram. Started working on the May goal planning. Have not finished that. I'm just kind of setting all of my monthly goals. Probably will want to do that like tonight or tomorrow. And then we're going to go over here. So putting this folded clothing away. No, I didn't get to that. Started like doing the LinkedIn job search thing again. It's very difficult because there's not a whole lot of things in the field that I'm looking at or with the skill set that I have, and it's a little tricky. So I'm just going to keep looking at LinkedIn. I like go through a bunch of different museum websites and just check all of their career pages out. I've been looking at galleries, museums, all that kind of stuff. But working on the job application thing, I didn't end up sending one out, but that'll be a task for this weekend. I emailed most of the people who acted as my references, and I sent a response email to this one. But I have one more email I need to send out today. I didn't film that April dailies flip through. I don't really know what I did yesterday. It was just a lot of housework, just kind of tidying stuff up and getting things back into like a nice working order around here because they got a little chaotic while I was not feeling well last weekend. But today is payday. That's already deposited, so that's a good thing, especially because I'm going out for drinks with a coworker tonight, and I'd like to be able to pay for stuff. That makes sense. You really can't go anywhere unless you have the money to do that. The According to Allie release is actually going to be taking place in like 10 minutes. I don't know if I want to buy... Well, okay, so I was one of her top affiliates for the last month, which thank you so much for all of your support here on the channel. When you use my code, I do get a little bit of financial kickback. It's an affiliate code, and it helps me buy stickers, buy things that help like make videos. I normally will put that money towards other stickers. But if you're in her top 3 affiliates for the month, like you've gotten the most code usages, then she sends you an affiliate pack that has all of the designs for the month or the next month. And I was one of the top 3 this month. So she's sending me all the stickers. So I'm going to have one of everything. I don't know if I want to buy duplicates of anything or if I want to buy one of her new notepads, which are really cute. But I have so many notepads. Maybe I should use the notepads I have first. I have a notepad that I bought while I was in DC that I've been trying to find. I don't know where I put it down, but it is so cute. It has a possum on it, and it says, same trash, different day. And that's kind of how I'm feeling lately. So I need to find that notepad. It's really cute. But according to Allie released this morning, I'm very excited about the new lemon stickers and also the nautical one. But I'm going to wait for them to get here. I feel like I want a second copy of the lemons, but I don't want to pay shipping on just one sticker sheet, you know? So we'll see. I'm sure there's other stuff on her shop that I would want to buy, but I'm probably just going to wait until I need to like refresh my like header stickers, my lettered word stickers, and then I'll place an order from her. So we've got that this morning, and then I don't go into work until 3 this afternoon. Shorter shift today, but this morning I am going to be working on Etsy orders. I dropped some off yesterday, but I'd like to maybe go to the post office again today before work. Just trying to catch up on stuff. I'm actually ahead on orders, so things are looking good with the Etsy front. I am officially out of sticker paper, so hopefully the sticker paper arrives today. And that's pretty much the rundown for today's schedule. I don't know why I needed to explain all of that to you. But the only other thing that I really need to add into the planner, because I don't have any like things that need to go on Saturday, is that my sister might come on Sunday, or I might go see my sister on Sunday for brunch. She texted me and I responded, and she never texted me back. So I don't know if that's set in stone or not, and I will just have to badger her again today. I know she's like in office on Friday, so I can't like call her up, but I'll probably call her tomorrow and just see, hey, you mentioned this. Are you doing it or not? I wouldn't be opposed to like driving to go see her this weekend, because it's nice to see family, you know. I try to see my family as often as possible. And, you know, if we meet up at my hometown by my parents, then I can do my laundry at their place, which I need to do laundry this week. So we'll see, because we don't have an in-unit washer and dryer, and I've had that in my last like building. We had it in the dorms, we had it in the house that I lived in college. So it's an adjustment, and the laundry facilities that we have here in the building, you have to put it through the dryer like 3 times to like actually dry anything, and the washer is so small, and it costs like a bunch of quarters. I don't have a bunch of quarters laying around. I could go to a laundromat, but it just like, I live close enough to my parents where I visit them a few times a month, so my mom is nice enough to let me do my laundry there. One of those perks. So probably will do that on Sunday, do my laundry on Sunday if I see my sister in my hometown on Sunday, but otherwise we might just like meet up, you know, somewhere else. But I'll have to wait and see before I fill in that box. Otherwise, it is just a box on Sunday. Other than that, I don't really have much else going on today beyond what I have listed here on the schedule. So I'm going to go ahead and get on with that. Have a good Friday. Hello, it is Saturday morning, and I am ready to start planning. I had a late night last night, so I'm waking up a little bit later than I normally do, and I'm just going to get started on some stuff. The plan for today is just to go into work, which I thought was at 1:30, but I guess it's not. It's at 1. And I do want to call ahead and ask if I can come in early so I can leave a little early, because our minor league hockey team that we follow has made it to game 5, which is the last game in the playoff like series when it's minor league. So I want to be able to go to that, and even if I don't get off of work early, I'll probably just show up late. So I'm going to take a box and put that in to my schedule for today. So the hope is minor league hockey, the game starts at 6. So if I can get off like 45 minutes early, then I could just take an Uber like directly there, not even have to worry about parking. So that's there. I'll fill that in a second. I'm just going to go through all of my checklists, which I didn't really do much yesterday because yesterday was kind of a packed day. Didn't get around to the utilities or that kind of stuff. Kind of put some of the folded clothing away, but didn't get all of it done. Haven't applied for that. Did that filming, the flip through. So that's taken care of. The sticker paper arrived, so I have to go pick that up. I'm going to jump up to the checklist on Saturday and fill that out real fast. So essentially today's checklist is picking up that sticker paper from the UPS store because that's where it got delivered. My sister is coming to town tomorrow for brunch, so I'm going to call and make a reservation for brunch if we can score something. They may not even take reservations at this point. Editing my catch-all plan with me for tomorrow, and then responding to Etsy messages. There are just more Etsy messages I have to respond to, and then finally I have to submit some days off for like request time off kind of stuff. And Taylor Swift just announced that Speak Now, Taylor's version, will be coming out on July 7th. And I was like, oh, I should request that off, because I normally will take like the day off or something like that and whatever, but I already have the day off because I'm going to a Styx concert that night, so it's all good. But I'm going to go ahead and fill out my checklist for today of just stuff to get done at some point this week. I mean, the week is kind of running low, but when I get to the end of the week and I have like 1 or 2 tasks, well, it'll probably be more than 1 or 2, but I have some things that are just not checked off, then those will get migrated to the next week's checklists. So it all cycles through, you know? So that's what the checklist is looking like for today. I already did the requesting, so I'm going to check that off. I just did that right before I started this video. And then I'm going to fill in the hockey game tonight. It's been like, okay, so my boyfriend went to the one last night. I didn't go because I was out with my friend, but apparently it's just like this rivalry is really heating up. So I'm excited to see how game 5 plays out. I would really like to go to that. And they also have really good food at the hockey arena. So, you know, I think it'll be a nice night. So this was game 5. I'm just going to go ahead and mark this one as game 3 to fill in that extra like weird space that's at the bottom of that box. So there's that. And then I also would like to drop off orders at the post office today because they don't pick them up on Sunday, so I should get those out the door. I'm going to do something similar to what I've been doing for my other post office trips. I'm grabbing the black and white sticker book to take one of those little header stickers out. I feel so happy to be using some of my older Happy Planner sticker books. There's a lot of like older stickers in this spread. Although I would consider Modern Meow like a newer book. Even though it's like not the newest book, I still consider that to be like in the grouping of newer Happy Planner sticker books. Black and White, on the other hand, is like an older one. So I'll put that there, and then I need one of the Alicia Michelle stickers. I started watching this new show on Netflix. I think it's on Netflix. Just because I was bored and I'm like, I need to wind down and watch something. I don't know if I like it or not, though. It's like a zombie show, and I watched The Last of Us. I really enjoyed The Last of Us, and I didn't like zombie TV shows before that. But I was like, okay, if this sounds kind of similar to The Last of Us. The show is called Black Summer. It was just in my recommended on Netflix, so I'm like, okay, I'll watch that. But I liked The Last of Us, but I'm watching this show, and I'm like, I think I liked The Last of Us because it was just like high production value. The lower production value zombie shows are just like not my thing, but I'm also a little too far in that I kind of want to see it through to the end, which is like my big problem with TV shows is like once I start something, I have a hard time like not finishing it. But for the most part, like, okay, it makes sense. It took me a minute to like figure out like where the timeline was going and like how this all like lined up, but I just don't understand the mechanics of the zombies. Like, that's one of those things that every time I watch one of these like zombie shows, I'm like, the zombies all work differently. Like, can we come to like a universal understanding on how zombies work? But it was I'm still figuring that one out. Not my favorite show, but it's on Netflix if you're interested in watching something vaguely similar to The Last of Us. I'm just waiting for the next season of The Last of Us to come out. So To Do is going to be... Did I do? Yeah, I did To Do on the other ones. Okay, drop off Etsy orders at the post office. And I'm going to like move it down into this space too because I'm not going to have enough writing room right there. So it's going to need to be that whole section. So that's there on Saturday. That's pretty much what today is looking like. And then I have brunch plans tomorrow. I don't know where, but I think we said 11 a.m. So I'm going to put that in. And I'm just going to write brunch with like my sister, and I think my cousin's coming too. And then I'll fill in the where details tomorrow when I wake up and like know where I'm going. That looks like a check mark, but it's supposed to be a V for my cousin. So we've got at, and then I'll fill that in tomorrow when I get around to figuring that out. And then I have my checklist here that can get filled out tomorrow, and that's going to be it for today. This is looking like a really packed spread, and I think it's mostly, well, it's not mostly because this is on camera, but it's also because it's just like a hectic week. But it looks so nice when it's all filled in like this. So if I'm like actively using my planner, this is what it looks like. There are weeks where I'm just like, okay, fill in the boxes and just leave it at that. And I'll know where my stuff is and I don't need to worry about checklists. But when I'm actively using the planner, this is what it ends up looking like. And I think it definitely helps me kind of keep stuff on track. I've been a little bit better at accomplishing some of those things that have been on my to-do list for a long time and I've just like been pushing off. And part of that is like if I put this on camera and I share with the world that I haven't built this bookcase for 2 weeks and then I spend the whole week not building the bookcase, I get a little embarrassed about it. So there's like a little bit of like a motivational push there to like actively check stuff off, which is nice. But this is what I've got for the week so far, and I will be back tomorrow to wrap this all up. So it's not Sunday morning, it is Monday morning, but I'm going to wrap this spread up. So the last like 48 hours have been just kind of busy. So we're not filling it out on Sunday. We're going to fill it out on Monday, but we're just going to wrap the spread up for the sake of having it done. I'm going to go through my checklists first and just, do those things. So I am prepping to fill in next week's catch-all, which is this Mother's Day one that I made. And I might do another plan with me after the pen for that because I had a lot of fun doing this. The things that didn't get checked off on these checklists, I'm going to take this notepad. I have this one from Plum Paper, and I'm going to just write them down so that I can move them into next week. So the things that just haven't gotten touched, like those utilities that aren't actually due until the 20th, are going to go on this like secondary notepad. So these are the tasks that are going to get moved over to next week. Some of them are already things in progress that will be a little bit easier to check off than other ones. And then I'm going to go to my Saturday list, and I wasn't able to make it to the UPS store. They weren't open they might be open on Sundays. I just did not have the time to go. Did the brunch reservation thing, edited the catch-all, responded to the Etsy messages. So pretty good on Saturday's list. I'm going to fill in the rest of the details for Sunday. And then I have this checklist here. I didn't really accomplish too much yesterday because I went out for brunch in the morning with my sister and my cousin, and then we dropped my cousin off at her work, and then my sister and I went to the mall and kind of just shopped around all day. So I have this big checklist here. I want to add in like the little details that I went to the mall with my sister. So I'm going to take this X-Acto knife and just cut part of the checklist and peel up that second half so that I have enough room to put a box in here. Let's see if this will come out of the planner nicely and not tear the page. And I think I might need to even cut a little bit more of that checklist away, another bullet point, which not a big deal, especially because not really much got done yesterday. It was nice. So on Saturday night, which was game 5 of like the first round of playoffs, it was tied 2-2. It was the last game. And they scored the winning goal in the last 30 seconds, and it was absolutely crazy. It felt like being at like an NHL game. It's minor league hockey, but it has those moments where it's like, yeah, this like actually feels like legitimate hockey. Not that it isn't. Otherwise, I think it's really fun. But they're moving on. So we have tickets for next week for the next round of playoffs that I'm going to have to put in my catch-all as I start filling that out. But I'm going to put in that I went to the mall with my sister at like 1 o'clock. there were like one or two things that I needed to get, and she was looking for some shoes, so we just kind of spent the afternoon walking around the mall. And then I'm gonna go back to this checklist and just fill it in real fast with like the 2 tasks that I accomplished yesterday. So I mean, they won the playoff game. It was a huge celebration. Everyone was so excited. Went out for a drink after that. Got home late. Ended up like staying up pretty late on Saturday night. Woke up for brunch. Then had the day with that. So it's been like a packed weekend. Well, I even went on a walk on Sunday morning, like, because the weather was so nice. It was like 70 degrees outside. Great time. So this has been a very fun weekend, but I'm going to go ahead and just fill in some tasks from yesterday over here. I put those 2 tasks there, one of which was editing my flip through of my April daily planner, and then the other one was printing shipping labels for the orders that are going out today, being Monday. I didn't accomplish either of those tasks yesterday, so they're just going to get migrated directly to this list. I know it seems a little counterintuitive to like write them down and then immediately transfer them, but that was kind of what I was meaning to put there when I was going to sit down in the morning and do this, and then I ended up needing more time to get ready for brunch and stuff like that, and my sister showed up a little early, so I didn't film in the morning, but that's what I would have written if I had written yesterday, so we're just gonna move that over to here. And honestly, I took care of the shipping labels before I filmed this video this morning. So like, yes, I accomplished that on Monday, but let's move over as few things as possible so that I can actually use the checklist for more things that come up. So I'm just going to cross that off and check it off. And I think that is where I'm ending up for this week, the week of the 1st through the 7th. It looks crazy packed, and you know, honestly, it is kind of a crazy packed week. It's been a little bit of a roller coaster of a week, and Monday is just so far in my mind right now. It just feels like an eternity ago, and it's Monday. It's a week later, but so much has happened this week, and that's kind of how I fill out my planner and just kind of work through things. I think I'm going to actually just set up to do another after the pen plan with me right now so that I can get this all set up. It seems like it's going to be a little bit of a different setup because of the way that I have it arranged. This one had a lot more empty space, so I'll show you some different techniques or whatever on how I fill out my catch-all plan with me, but this is what I've got for the week. I hope you enjoyed a little bit of a closer look at how I fill out my planner and how I like set up things in this, and also just like kind of behind the scenes real talk, like this is a week in my life video. I know it's a little bit longer because on average I probably do about like 10 to 15 minutes of planning in my daily on top of the initial setup, which could take like maybe 30 minutes. So it tends to be a lot of time, but I'll cut out all the time that I spend writing so it's not like a feature film length video. But this is what I've got for my Black Cat catch-all spread. And there you have it. If you like this video, hit that like button down below. You can also subscribe to my channel for more fun planner-related content, and follow me over on Instagram at Caitlin Plans, where I share after the pen photos as well as photos of spreads that did not get videos. Thanks for watching, and happy planning!